Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'm going to walk you through the SREB Literacy Virtual Suite for college readiness. And the same applies to the high school readiness course. The, this suite is designed to give you access to virtual and interactive versions of every lesson within the SREB course. The suite is organized by first you will enter the actual unit. This is ELA College Ready Unit 1. You might also be one for ELA College Ready Unit 2, Unit 3. There's a Social Studies College Ready Unit 1, 2, or 3. Or you'll have high school ELA Ready Unit 1, Unit 2, High School Science Unit 1, Unit 2. So depending on which course you're teaching and which unit you're teaching, you'll select that. You should have access to all of the units by being part of this group. I'm going to go to Student View, and this will show what you should see on your screen. The first thing you'll see is this Module 0. Module 0 is simply the PDFs for the teacher guide and the academic notebook. You can click these, and you can either read it within Canvas or you can download it to your computer. Next, you'll see Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3. These are each individual modules. Each module corresponds to the lessons that are shown in the teacher guide and academic notebook. When I open it, the first two files, again, are just PDFs of that lesson. So these are subsections of this. But once we get into it, you'll see we have activity 1.1, 1.2, 1.2 reading logs, so on and so forth. This transitions section is actually for something later on in this unit. So when you get to this section of the lesson, that's when you would use this. So it really starts at 1.1. When you open up these, it will show you a Google Doc, and it will be a read-only Google Doc. So what you will want to do is make a copy so that you can use it in your own LMS. I'll show you how to do that. If you click at the link here, it'll open it up as within Google Docs in your browser. You'll want to make sure you're signed in to your account that you use at your school. And then, again, it will be read-only, so you'll go to File, make a copy of that, and once you've made a copy of it, now it's yours. And if you want to change some of the wording in the parts that you can edit, you can. And you'll notice because you made a copy, obviously now you can type into it and students can type into it. So I'm going to share this copy because I want to provide it to my students so they can type into it and so that they can respond and submit it to me as a teacher. So I copied the link, and then I go into my LMS. So here's my class I'm teaching. And now that I did that, I can create an assignment. Now, I'm using Google Classroom. You could use Google Classroom. You might use Schoology. You might even be using Canvas. But because it's a Google link, I can now add that link. And then again, depending on how works for your students and your LMS, I can now assign this to my students. They will complete it and turn it in back to me. I can title it, Activity 1.1 Student Survey, and the instructions I can type in from the teacher guide. I want to copy and paste that into the teacher guide, into the instructions, or I can type in my own instructions. That's in my own style. What's important is to see that every activity now is a Google Doc for you to make a copy of and upload, or just download into your own download to your computer, make photocopies if you want to do that. So let's just look at another one real fast. You'll see we have reading logs that students would complete. And so you'll see I can't type into this because it's not mine. So what I need to do is make a copy. And then once I have that copy, I'll upload it into my own LMS or download it or provide it to students. In some places, like in this one, you'll see we have a PowerPoint or a Google Slides. It's the same concept. You can just make a file, make a copy, and share it with your students. In some cases, there'll be some PDFs. The PDFs will be just for the students to read but not mark on. So these you will simply open up here and you can download it directly to your computer and then upload it as a Word document or as a PDF, because it's a text for students to read. So you can hand it out to them or just upload the text directly to them. And that's essentially the entire interaction you will have with the course. We hope to also include discussions. We will post announcements, and in those announcements there might be a discussion, and it might say, what feedback do you have about the way the course is designed so far? Or it might say, what have you added? What have you changed? And those will be accessible to everybody who is participating in the readiness course across the country, whether you're in Mississippi, Alabama, or Tennessee. We can have an ongoing conversation about how we're teaching the courses. So keep an eye out for announcements over here in the to-do section, and make sure your notifications are set so that you receive a notification in your email about what's happening if something is posted to the course. If you want to reach out to us, feel free to click on help and ask your instructor, and we will definitely respond and give you any support we can in accessing and navigating the course. We hope that this video has been helpful, and we look forward to answering any questions you have regarding accessing the virtual suite.